Welcome to RVing in New England, the nation's only forum that puts you on stage with some of the biggest names in the RV industry. And now your hosts, John DePietro and Bob Zagami.
At least you can hear me. My name is John DePietro. The other guy is Bob Zagami, and welcome once again to RVing in New England, the show that I created and then had Zagami join me 6 years ago for actually the first show. So look at him, look at him, look at him. Now, Zagami, the thing we can't do tonight is we can't forget our sponsor like we did last week.
And speaking about Lee's Auto and RV Ranch, they have a new commercial this week. They've been sending us a new commercial every week. So right. let me play that.
Zagami, that's...
Hi everyone, I'm Grace and this is Stephanie. We're from Lee's Auto and RV, and today we wanted to show you the teardrop trailers and the conveniences that they offer with all of the things that make it so easy to camp in them.
Yeah, so if you stick around after this video, we're just going to showcase some of our favorite things as women who sometimes do travel alone. We'll show you some of our favorite things about these teardrop campers. So call or visit us and let us know if you have any questions. We are one of the biggest dealers for little guys in the area. We have 3 different sizes, and we'd love to show them to you.
Come on down, guys.
How's that for a new one, huh?
That's
Little
great.
Guy Trailers.
How's it
One
going?
of Janine Pettit's favorite trailers, and we'll have Janine on around the 7:15 mark.
Here's the thing that I don't know if I noticed, if I was the only one to notice it, but they said they're a big dealer for little guys.
Right.
But little guy trailers are not just for men.
No, but she happened to mention that women do like to travel alone. And in fact, many of the girl campers, and Janine's first trailer was a little guy trailer when she first started girl camper and started going camping. So it's very popular. And so it's kind of apropos because we have Janine and Lisa McDermott on tonight to talk about some Christmas gifts. But
right. You know, what's also apropos is that I dressed for the season. You made a lame attempt to try to duplicate me with that cheap looking mirror around it. So you knew that we were going to talk about Christmas gifts, and I purposely say Christmas gifts. It had all the time in the world, just like I did. I went out to the forest and I
cut down that beautiful tree,
cut down some trees, and I went out to a famous American store like Ocean State Job Lot and bought some Christmas decorations that are made in Vietnam, India, the Philippines. Just for that all-American look. I mean, what can be more Christmassy? What can be more all-American than having Christmas decorations from the Far East? Nothing.
And the Christmas trees made in China.
Yep. Hey, let's say hi to our people tonight.
Yeah, who we got?
Well, we got to give Jerry and Walter credit because they are 2 of our first people that come on. And I see Jim Conboy here. I put a little, I found this new thing called Facebook Shorts, Facebook Reels that you and I were talking about. They're like YouTube Shorts.
Uh-huh.
And I posted a picture of the UMass hospital today, and I didn't realize it, but we had several caring people, most of whom we know from the show that said, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" But I was just going by and I took the picture. I stopped by there and, and Jim Conboy was so nice. He said, "Are you okay? Tell us you're okay."
Well, it happened when people put up pictures of hospitals or accidents, they think
I never realized it.
Trying to tell everybody they get just totaled their car or something. Yeah.
They show pictures of themselves in the ER with mask on and a oxygen mask over their face. I'm not a big fan of that. But so Jerry's here, Walter's here. Oh, by the way, Bob, we should tell people that, we always say at the start of the show that we appreciate our audience because, in my personal opinion, it's one of the more educated audiences in the entire United States. We see shows like this from all over the country. And we've got, our audience is really the main reason we have this show. And they're the main contributors.
I thought it was because you and I are on.
Well, the reality is it's because of me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just trying to be nice and, deflect some of the praise that I get constantly. However, last week when we were talking and we had a little conversation about, hey, what do you want to see about RV shows? And Walter came up with a concept that we are going to, Walter and Bill Sell came up with a concept they're going to introduce at the Boston show. And without the great participation of you folks in the audience, you know what? A lot of people would miss out on that great seminar that's going to be taking place in Boston. Right, Bob?
Yeah. Hey, don't go off the hospital subject too far. Every once in a while, some companies do something very smart. So when you go to the doctor's office, what do you see on the wall, if anything? Some medical garbage or charts or anything else, right?
Yeah.
So I had to have some blood work done today, and we have Quest Diagnostics down here. They have them all over the Northeast.
Yeah, all over the country,
And while she's pulling all the blood out of me, I'm looking straight ahead at a wall, and this is what I see. So they tell you the company, how many people, like 77,000 deliveries a day. But what great marketing to instill in somebody that they are working with professionals that can handle probably any blood issue that you've got or any test. And they're open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So it's not designed as a commercial, but I love it when companies do something.
Yeah. Okay, but go back to that for a second. I would look, our courier vehicles make 77,000 stops a day. It doesn't say how many vials are drawn, but from the other side of it, I would look at it. They've got 77,000 opportunities to mix my blood up with somebody else's. And I joke about it now, but I remember one year that I was in the hospital with my father. He was going through some tough times, and they did some blood work and then put a label on it that had another person's name on it. My father was sharp enough to say, hey, wait a minute, that's not me. And the guy goes, oops. So anyway.
A lot of safeguards.
Yep. I wouldn't want to be named John Smith either.
No, not at all. Hey,
before
we jump over to Janine, tell us a little bit about what you did Monday afternoon.
Well, on Monday afternoon, right here in central Massachusetts, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts announced a new Office of Outdoor Recreation. And it is it's the 18th state in the United States to form one of these cabinet level positions. And basically it takes the tourism people, it takes the DCR people, the natural resources people, the conservation people, and puts them all in under one umbrella organization, so that the RV people now know who the hiking people are, who now know who the campground people are, et cetera, and it's going to be cool. And I had a chance, luckily, because it was in Central Mass and because I know this person well. Our Lieutenant Governor was kind enough to stop for an exclusive interview because there were no Boston media people there. Very interesting.
Just nerds. Yeah. The nerds were covering the big event. And we are the 18th state. And in New England, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont have also established the offices. But the outdoor recreation industry is $862 billion a year. It encompasses everything, the boats, the RVs, the power sports, everything like that. And in Massachusetts alone, it generates 9.5 billion in gross domestic product, which is 1.5% of the state GDP, and creates 93,422 jobs. So now we have respectability across the country, and RVIA and Go RVing and RVDA working hard to get the rest of the states on board. But this is something that Karen and the governor have worked on for quite some time, and they wanted to make sure that it got installed, funded, job description. They're going to be looking for an executive director of the department. If anybody's interested,
by the way, I have the job description. Right. So if you're interested, email me or email the show, and I will send it to you. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting. And you know what? It might not be you, but you might know somebody who's good. And folks, it's about time that the RVing community received some firsthand, some first-class service, because we've always been brushed aside. You know, convention and visitors bureaus don't say anything, or they don't do anything for the RV industry because they're funded by hotel rooms. And, you know, so if you're an RVer and you call a CVB for information, they're not going to help you out because you don't pay their salaries.
That's true. So, let's see what Karen has to say, and then we'll get over to Janine and John, you're a little bit low on this, so they may have to turn their volume up. Karen is right on target, though.
So we're with Lieutenant Governor Polito, and you had a very exciting announcement today, Lieutenant Governor.
Yes, we're at Wachusett Mountain, a beautiful event hosted by the Crowley family, and we are announcing officially the Massachusetts Office of Outdoor Recreation, which is the first of its kind, but certainly is needed in order to promote the great outdoors of Massachusetts from our 78 coastal communities and all of the outdoor recreation that takes place off our shores and all the way through our Commonwealth into the mountains of the Berkshires. We have a beautiful state, but it shouldn't be a secret. And so by having this office working with Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, the Division of Fisheries and Games, and the Department of Conservation and Recreation all in one, we can promote the various opportunities to get outdoors, get to our state parks, get to our trails, cycle, walk, be with your families, get your RVs into our campgrounds, and really enjoy what this state has to offer. And it is a part of our economy. It represents over 100,000 people in our outdoor recreation piece of our economy, and we need to do more. So having this office will help us promote it, and we certainly invite you to come here to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to enjoy the resources and beauty and opportunities to just have a really wonderful time, a healthy time. So come on over. We'd love to have you.
So this really wraps it into one organization where all the different aspects that you just mentioned are now communicating with each other instead of competing with each other.
Yes, actually 17 other states have an office like this. The 3 states to our north, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, also have offices like this. And we thought it would be really important as the governor and I leave office to set this office up with a particular director to really focus on promoting all of the outdoor recreation that Massachusetts has to offer.
So you'll be able to go relax and enjoy the places that you've talked about.
Right, but it should be accessible, it should be affordable, it should be easy, and to be able to promote it allows people to have choices about where they're going to spend their leisure time. And it could be someone who lives here in Massachusetts or New England, or someone that wants to come to New England for this experience. And we in Massachusetts want to make it easy for people to navigate and make good choices and really experience what we love so much about Massachusetts.
Fantastic. And that was an exclusive. Mr. DePietro has the exclusive interview with Karen Polito, our Lieutenant Governor. Nice job, John.
So 2 things about that. Number one, I didn't have my microphone on. I do have a mic. I see Walter commented. Thank you, Walter, for noticing that. I had my mic, but it was off. And that was that. And secondly, Jerry said, are you going for the Zagami look? I have a full head of hair, but somehow it doesn't show up here.
Maybe I think the green, yeah, you're right, it doesn't. The green screen may be playing games with you. Well, all right. Why don't we switch over and see what the ladies? I'm going to say New Jersey because I think they're in New Jersey. But there we have.
Look at their dressed.
Janine Pettit and Lisa McDermott. Let me put you up full screen so they can see who you are. Good evening, ladies. Got your little
froze up.
One and your.
We're very festive tonight, Bob. We're so excited to be on the show, and we're feeling very seasonal.
Yes.
You are indeed. You certainly look seasonal for tonight. That's for sure. We appreciate that. How have you ladies been?
Oh, you know what? We're having a ball. So Lisa, for those who don't know, is the Vice President of Operations at Girl Camper. And she is a Wonder Woman. I'm going to brag on her, okay, because she'll never tell you that she is a corporate lawyer. She is a fixed wing pilot. She is a semi-pro golfer. She is a certified scuba diver. If I didn't love this girl, I could really hate her. So she's really an outdoor woman. She just came back from climbing to base camp of Mount Everest in Nepal.
And she's a girl camper.
Yeah,
girl camper.
Goodness gracious.
She's from Custer, South Dakota.
I get tired just listening.
Have you ever found a float?
All those accomplishments?
So many, and we're so blessed to have her on board at Girl Camper because, like me and all our Girl Camper guides, Lisa is totally into our mission of just helping women and empowering women to get out there and just go places and do things and have fun, make friends, step out of this crazy world we, sometimes feel we're living in here. And she's just a total cheerleader, like you guys.
So what goodies have you got for us tonight?
Oh, you know what? We have been talking about nothing but gear guides, but for you guys tonight, we just want to talk about fun things, gift giving kind of things. So we did a fun segment on Go RVing today about things that we have bought over the course of the year, maybe some more practical things too. But today we're just talking about fun items that you can give.
John. John, did you freeze up? Are you there?
Yeah, I lost everything.
What?
We can hear you. So ask your question. We can hear you. No, we can't hear you. All right, we're going to go back to Janine and talk about some fun things.
Okay, so fun things. Let's start by telling everybody that everybody knows that Girl Camper does all kinds of events and we do things, like we want to get women out there on the road. But part of our long-term plan, and I always say I'm never going to add another component to Girl Camper, don't I? But we did. We really are taking it up a notch with our Girl Camper store, and it's another micro business for women. So all of our Girl Camper guides have the ability to kind of increase their revenue from being a guide by adding things that they create or make to our Girl Camper store. So that launched last week with our new website. But Lisa has something that she makes herself in her spare time. Yeah, in her spare time, and it's something I absolutely love. So Lisa, show off our.
So we have, for the fur baby in your life, custom embroidered for, dog, cat.
Little doggy coats.
Yeah, little doggy coats. They come in small to extra large. And it's got the Girl Camper logo on it. Easy to put on, just some Velcro. They're little,
No, I don't know. What if your dog is a boy?
Well, that's not a problem. It's going to miss all the parts.
Oh, I don't mean that because it's. I mean because it says Girl Camper on it.
Oh, well, who's the dog of Girl Camper? Is Bandit, and Bandit is a boy.
Oh, Lisa's dog Bandit is the showcase. I sent you a picture on your, kind of late in the day, but I sent you a picture on your phone, Bob, of Lisa's dog Bandit, who comes on all of our trips with us. Yeah. Anyway, Lisa makes these coats. They're a part of her little micro business, and they are so stinking cute, all in our Girl Camper colors.
Yep, they've got a reflected, stripe on them. You can get them in our store. They are only $20. So
can you model it
for your fur baby for Christmas?
Can you model it, please?
I can.
I figure if you wear a reindeer hat, you might as well wear dog clothes.
It's like, it's my habit. Tomorrow is a holy day if you're Catholic, so I could wear this to church tomorrow.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah,
Now,
there I go.
Janine,
My winter veil.
I'm going to hope that, you sell a lot of stuff based upon our show tonight so that you can buy some decorations for that tree on your left.
It's our Charlie Brown tree.
Oh, not that one. The one on the other side.
That emaciated thing there. What the hell is that?
That's disguising our next set, actually.
Yeah.
So I wish we could show you, but we really can't. It's embarrassing. But if you move around the camera, around our little basement office here, each little segment is a different backdrop. but all of that is piled sky high with stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my ADD kicked in there, and I was happened to stop listening.
We want to be real at Girl Camper. Like, these are working spaces down here, so.
Right.
Is that big red one down there for a horse or what?
Which big red?
One?
That's,
the one,
maybe it's not a golden lamb.
What, for a horse or what? The other one?
That one?
A pony.
Well, the other one is on the table.
Pony, okay. A Shetland pony. Okay.
This is the middle one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's your medium.
Oh, it looks bigger.
Large.
It looks bigger when it's laying down.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. But
So
I
that's
would
for the
say,
dog.
I can't tell you a thing about dog breeds, right? We don't pick our dogs by the breed. We pick our dogs by the ones at the shelter who look the saddest.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to been
So
there
Little
the
Bandit is a Karen Terrier mix, and he would wear the medium size, which is the one that you thought looked really big. But
okay, so I'm gonna be like I'm on Mike Rowe when Mike Rowe used, the guy, the dirty job guy, the guy who used to be on QVC, the shopping channel. So what I need to ask you ladies is if any of our viewers are interested in purchasing any of this material, how do they go about doing that?
So they go to our website, girlcamper.com, and they look for the tab that says store. And that will take them directly to our Girl Camper store, which has a lot of brand new items on it that we've never had before. In the past, we really only sold some decals and the really cute Girl Camper mug, which I can't believe we didn't bring tonight. And that was really it. And now we've got t-shirts and pajamas, and
we just try to look for things that are a little different and a little fun, and things that we go through the stores and trade shows and we're like, seen it.
Boring.
So we're trying to always be on the lookout for things that are fresh and new, like, oh, that's cute. Although I got to tell you, we're not always in agreement. So I'll tell you about our next item, because I brought this home from a trade show, and I'm not ashamed to tell you, the whole team was laughing at me, but it's a puzzle. So this is a camping puzzle. I want to show a hands in our comments down. Who's a puzzle person? Puzzle people?
Yeah, puzzle people.
We always have a puzzle going at the Pettit house, and this is so much fun. In fact, the kids, Lisa's laughing at my bedroom because I got one.
She does.
I got one, 1,000 piece for Christmas, and it'll be done before the kids go back to their places, right? But they call ahead and they go, Mom, you got the border done, right? You got the border done. They don't want to get into the nitty gritty where you got to open the box and separate all the pieces and colors and build the outer edge. They just want to come home and do the fun part. So I got that started. But I found this at a show.
Wait, you didn't answer the question. Do you have the border done?
Did you get the border done?
No. Because Lisa's here and she makes me work every day.
Yeah.
You tapped in.
My primary job is cat herder, and she's the head cat.
She's shocked by how often my phone rings. She wants me to turn the phone off.
Now, I got a question I need to find out. When you're not on camera, are you two ladies wearing those headpieces?
I think we will wear them home tonight.
I think so, yeah.
We just got them for your show.
Oh,
we
really?
made a special trip to the store just to be festive on your show. Add a little joy.
Another Dollar General stays in business for another day.
Yeah. Do you hear my bells agreeing with you? Mine has bells. Yeah, I think we're wearing these home tonight.
Okay. Where are you?
You see, we got for comments. We got a lot of comments. I don't want to leave everybody out. Hello, Jim. Hello, Walter. You already did that. Kim Foley's on. Kim Foley McKinnon is on. So Boston is in the house. Dante's on, and Dante set a new record this week. And Dante's just. I don't know if he ever camped before, but he just bought a motorhome, and he is down in Florida. And it only took him, what, John, a week to have his first, what should we call it? His first encounter with the black tank?
However, we got to give Dante credit because 24 hours ago, about 7:15 on Tuesday night, he texted me and says, "Hey, how come you guys aren't on tonight?" And I wrote back and said, Tuesday. So Dante, and he apologized profusely. And I said, look, I'm honored that you would, be, have us on your schedule because there's times when I don't even want to watch the show and I'm on it.
And we have our company Zoom meetings on Wednesday night. So just to show you how important you are to us, we rescheduled our Zoom meeting in order to be here with you guys tonight.
Well, you could have had your whole group on with us. We could have had a large.
Well, they are. We may have canceled the meeting, but we still required that they.
We moved the meeting to here.
Yeah.
Bob has this new program with StreamYard, who's our carrier of this show. And what can we get? 500 people on the show or something like that?
1,000.
Wow.
We can get 1,000. Mark and Don Polk are with us. Lisa's on.
Love them.
Lisa's
Gabriel. Do we know him or her?
Gabriel Winston. Gabriel, I think, isn't he out in Indiana? Gabriel, remind us who you are. Yeah. Maria Clancy Moore is back with us.
Wait a minute. Lisa McDermott. Isn't she on?
Yeah, she's on.
She's right here.
She's in two places at once.
Janine.
When we were in the waiting room, we gave you a shout out.
She was playing with my phone.
Because mine is in use.
Don is late again. Oh, dear. Background. John, what do you say?
We love Mark and Dawn.
Your blood test has come back. You are 6 months pregnant. Well, it was Bob's blood test, not John, and I'm not pregnant. But we're close. Oh, Mark, look at that. Mark and Julie Bennett. Greetings, everyone, from
wherever they are.
Yeah.
RV Love.
RV Love. Check. Buy the books. Yeah, for Christmas. So those books. Do you have those on?
Great Christmas book. Great book.
Books,
plural.
Do you have the books? Do you have the books on your table, Janine?
No, because they're in my camper.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I
you
have
should
a little section in my camper of books written by friends.
Well,
they're in it.
Wait a minute. Stop tap dancing. You should have a supply on the table to remind people
I
buy RV hacks or live in the RV life.
Well, they did make the Girl Camper Christmas wish list, so you'll see them on girlcamper.com next week.
Next week? Okay.
Walter Swenson.
Walter says
he was referring to the Office of Recreation.
We'll save some tax money.
Massachusetts Office of Outdoor Recreation. More.
Yeah.
800 RVs for each RV tech. That must be Christmas gifts.
No, that's the number that NRVTA uses to recruit people to their training centers. I mean, I've heard everything from 250 to 2,000. Who knows? But you can do your calculations depending on how many techs there are out there.
Here's how you figure it. We just all know. Everyone who owns an RV knows it's more than we have. Let's just use that as a starting point.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean more RVs than technicians?
No, we need more technicians right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more, but let's just all agree it's more.
Yeah.
Right. And also, the place that has more RVs is Lee's RVs. And for once, we're going to try to get our commercial in.
Go ahead.
Right, Bob?
I can do that.
Last week we didn't do our opening commercial till 7:20 because Zagami threw me off course.
It's his fault.
But
hi everyone, I'm Grace and this is Stephanie. We're from Lee's Auto and RV, and today we wanted to show you the teardrop trailers and the conveniences that they offer with all of the things that make it so easy to camp in them.
Yeah, so if you stick around after this video, we're just going to showcase some of our favorite things as women who sometimes do travel alone. We'll show you some of our favorite things about these teardrop campers. So call or visit us and let us know if you have any questions. We are one of the biggest dealers for little guys in the area. We have 3 different sizes, and we'd love to show them to you.
Come on down, guys.
so isn't it appropriate that we have the girl campers on with the little guy trailers, which are used a lot by women to go camping? Janine, wasn't that your first one?
It was my second one, but here's what happened. I finally got the trailer of my dreams because I had a vintage trailer for 8 years, which was basically a hard shell tent. It had no amenities whatsoever in it. It didn't even have a heater in it. It had a pump-up sink. It had a propane stove. It had a retrofitted air conditioner. It had no bathroom. It had no hot running water, no hot water tank. Anyway, one day I woke up and I said, I want hot water on demand. And I bought myself a Riverside Retro, which is vintage looking, with a beautiful birchwood interior, and it was stunning. And then Little Guy reached out to me and they said, we love what you're doing, and would you like to road test our Max trailer? And I said, you know what? I'm going to Yellowstone. I'm going to be going for 5 years. I'll take your trailer, right? And my little Riverside Retro was only 6 months old, but I bought it in late fall and I had only used it half a dozen times. I got somewhere in the field in Iowa, 6 days into that trip in that Max, and I called my husband and I said, we have to sell the Riverside Retro. I can't go back. That Max trailer has 57 square feet of interior storage, 37 square feet underneath the belly. I had empty cabinets in that trailer. I fell so in love with it. It was so well made. And then when I got home, I said to them, oh, I just can't give it back. And they said, you keep it for the rest of the summer. And until this just past spring, I have always owned one of the RVs in the Liberty Outdoors, lineup there. And so I went from there to the little Mini Max, which I think is actually my all-time favorite trailer. We were talking about it today. I had a beautiful awning on that. It was very easy to tow, very easy to set up by myself. You could just go, go, go. It was the coolest trailer. I loved it so much. I took it all over Texas. I put 15,000 miles on it in 1 year. I never had an ounce of trouble with it. I mean, the usual things. There were nights I would be like, why isn't my heat going on? Oh,
you ran out of propane.
So there was a learning curve to anything. But then I got rid of that and I went back to the Big Max, and I had that trailer for nearly 3 years, and I just sold it, and I'm getting a new RV, not from Liberty, although I love the company and the product so much. I've chosen something else.
It's only an hour show. That was a short question.
Thank you, John. You could put an electronic buzzer on me, John. Maybe you could just buzz me from a distance.
Lisa, Zapper.
We did not set that up with the ladies at Lee's. They probably read the show promo and then they finished that up this afternoon and sent it up to me. And quite appropriate, seeing that you like little guy trailers.
I don't like them. I love them. I can't say enough good things about them.
I've actually been looking at their new micro mini,
Yeah.
which is it's now the smallest in their line. And that's a fun little teardrop trailer that they're now come out with.
So we had one exclusive tonight with John's video with the Lieutenant Governor. I'm going to give you some hints on another exclusive, but Janine and I are not quite ready to announce it yet. But I'm going to give him a little teaser. We know Janine is already booked to come in and do seminars at the Boston show. She's always a big draw, standing room only. We're planning something a little bit bigger for Girl Camper. And if we can pull this off, which I think we will, we'll be talking again tomorrow, it'll be an expanded Girl Camper display. That's all I'm going to say. But in the middle of that display might be a little guy trailer so that all the women can see what it's like. So
all the women can check out the little guy.
Check out the little guy in the trailer. Maybe that's why I like them. They come with a little guy in the trailer.
We're really bordering on some.
We could get
a family show here.
Don't go there, guys. I'll tell you what that trailer comes with: 57 square feet of storage.
All right. So, you want to add anything to my tease, Janine, or just leave it there?
I want to say this. The Boston RV Show is my favorite event of the whole RV season. COVID kicked us all out of it for a year, but I've been at that show 3 or 4 times now. I absolutely put it in my calendar. At the end of the year we're closing, it's always on there. I can't wait to be there. And I think that what we're going to do up there this year is going to change the way people attend RV shows. We're going to offer something that is going to make people just want to come in and sit down and chill out.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Okay. Show us something else in your little table of gifts.
Well, you didn't let me finish my puzzle. So everybody at the office is laughing at me, but so this New York puzzle company makes a little tiny 100-piece puzzle of car campers. It took me 45 minutes to put it together. My daughter did it in 25. But what I loved about that, it's a great gift to give. It's on Amazon. It's in a couple different places. If you're in your camper and it's a rainy day and you just want something to do, I think it's a great little stocking stuffer. It's like $8 or $9, but a cute little thing to give your RVing friends. But if you want something a little bigger in the off season here, you could get this one at home. It's
what's the name? Is that on your
camping equipment? Camping equipment by New York Puzzle. But I'll throw a link in the bottom. I mean, we don't have it on our website, but
we do have it in our Amazon store.
Oh, we do? Oh, I didn't know that. It's in our Amazon store. I'm lying. I didn't know that.
Another tip. A lot of the photo companies, are now offering 1,000-piece puzzles from your photographs. So you could take your own camping photographs and make those into a 1,000-piece puzzle too.
That's true.
As a puzzle aficionado, I'm going to tell you, if you send in a photo and have it made in, be prepared to spend some time doing it. Because if you study the fronts of 1,000-piece puzzles, they have tons of items in them. So when you take a picture of a campsite, it's a big block of color. Those are so hard to do.
Okay, get off the puzzle. What else you got there?
Okay, I want to tell you something that I bought this summer. So in your Facebook feed, if you're a camper like us and you're always Googling Facebook things or camping things, this kept coming up. Does anyone recognize this? It's a log splitter. So this kept coming up in my Facebook feed. So I love to go to the campground and split the wood down smaller so your fire gets going faster. But I honestly don't trust myself with an axe.
Why don't you just use gasoline?
So I finally took the bait and I bought this thing and we took it to a girl camper campout. So you don't need an axe. Here's the blade. There's a blade right here. So you feed the wood into it like this, and then you just whack it with a sledgehammer. And it splits, and then you can turn it. Yeah. Boom, hit it with a sledgehammer. And then you could take the split piece and then cut it in half and split it again. But what I didn't anticipate about this is that because I didn't, in the summer, it was all fine. Everything was hot and dry, you know. In the fall, when you're camping, it's very damp, and you get a bundle of wood from the campground and it's just damp, you know, and you can get down to the dry wood inside.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you have dry wood. But anyway, this silly thing has been so much fun. The girl campers are having a blast with it. No axe needed. And I just sit this on the ground, sturdy at the campground, and I carry a small handheld,
like a small sledgehammer.
Yeah. Because sometimes I can't get my hitch off.
Oh, right.
The thing down. Mm-hmm. So anyway, you just need one.
Yeah.
And so we were doing it with this, and we had a ball. And these things ranged from, I saw them as cheaply as, mine was the cheapest one. I bought a $49 one in a flash sale. I fell for it. I Googled it enough that they sent me the flash sale. And I said, that's it. Today's the day I'm buying it. $49. It's been great. They run the gamut, 49 to 129. But I'll tell you, this thing is solid steel, and I've had a blast with it.
Yeah,
I put it in the back of my truck, and it's fun.
It's solid.
Fun.
Is it on the site?
All right, Lisa, what's one of your recommendations, Lisa?
So I'm going to go back to our Girl Camper store, and Janine and I are actually wearing these flannel shirts that are in our store, and they're so cute.
They say on the back.
Each one is hand done. They've got a nice vintage wash look to them.
It's our logo on the back, and they're handmade in America.
They're all handmade in America.
And they're fun. It's a good gift.
Yeah.
And they're snuggly. I keep mine in my camper. We're wearing them today.
So are the lights, we can't tell from here, but are the lights part of the sweater, or do you have lights on top of the sweater there?
No, you have to go to the Dollar Tree and get this yourself.
Mine already broke.
Lisa's been having a hard time with hers today. Can I show you something else that we love? So we love our friends at Camco.
Janine, what if we say no, you can't?
I'm going to say, Bob, pipe down over there.
Keep talking anyway.
That's right. She's going to show us.
So we have been making a lot of we have a lot of friends. When you're a girl camper, there's a lot of people in your circle, right? So we've been making a lot of gifts. And so the Camco has the 4-pack of these really great mugs. So a lot of times when you see a camping mug, they're not microwavable.
Right.
This is microwavable.
And dishwasher safe.
But the other thing is it's big. So I have these in my camper, and it's your mug for soup or chili, or I actually put breakfast cereal in these too.
Oh, yeah.
But it also is obviously for coffee and a hot drink. But I bought a 4-pack of these. I actually bought 2 4-packs, so I had 8 of them. And you put little hot chocolate packets, little s'more kits, little treats in here, wrap them all up. And for $8 each, you have a nice little gift that you can give your girl camper friends. So these were really cute.
Okay, I got a serious question.
Yeah.
Are the girl campers into mug cakes?
Yes. Mug cakes are a thing because it's the single serving, right?
Right.
You don't want to bring a cake because if you eat it the first night, then you eat it the second night, then you try to give it to friends, and then you come home with a mush cake, or you eat way too many slices. So that is a fun thing to make in the camper, isn't it?
Yeah, my grandson loves to do that. Yeah.
It's really, really fun. Well, Lisa and I were talking about it today because we bought a bunch of dehydrated food from a company, and we were putting them in mason jars, like 3 tablespoons of granular
onions or leeks or
with bouillon.
Yeah,
and orzos or egg noodles, and then you just add boiling water, put the cap on, and let that thing sit on your countertop for about 15 minutes, and you've got soup.
Oh.
So it's the soup version of the mug cake.
I think I like the mug cake better.
I think most people are with you.
I'm with you, Bob. Yeah.
Well, it's got to be
So Connie will drink anything out of a mug as long as it contains Jack Daniels.
Now, see, DePietro, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the mug cake would be the second best thing, but there's nothing like Jack Daniels in a mug.
Well, just to teach you guys, we are having a girl camper party on Sunday, and we have been personally testing because we don't want our guests to, have food that hasn't been tested. So we did the s'more martinis last night.
They had a girl. Yeah, that'll be popular.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Where's the party? Where's the party?
No boys allowed in our fort.
Yeah, but
no boys allowed.
Yeah, but John could drive his motorhome. John could drive his motorhome down. He could be the entertainment for your party. Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Is he going to wear a Santa suit?
TV star, you could have him at the girl camper party.
Yeah.
When you were in the green room, didn't you see his interview with Lieutenant Governor Polito?
We did. I love what they did there. As I was listening, it was like, I'm going to look up and see if New Jersey has a version of this. I want in.
I don't think New Jersey knocked you. Pennsylvania has one. I don't think New Jersey will do it yet.
Jersey needs one. I'm going to grab the Massachusetts model and send it in.
Yep. And I'll tell you, that was like 3 years in the making. That was a lot of lobbying. It was a lot of meetings and phone calls, and they just did a great job with it. So,
well, I'll tell you, there is an incredible shortage of campgrounds in Massachusetts.
Yep.
It's such a beautiful state. There's not a lot of campgrounds.
Nope. Yep.
Well, anything inside 128, the land is too valuable.
Yeah, it's too expensive. You can $4.95.
Well, even out by the Berkshires, when my son was hiking the Appalachian Trail, I hunkered down in the Berkshires. I was waiting for him to come through that corner of the state. And you don't know when he gave me a window. You know where I ended up parking? At the shrine in Great Bear, where is the Red Lion Inn?
Stockbridge.
Stockbridge.
Yeah.
So the Shrine of Divine Mercy there let me park on their property and wait for my son to come through. And then they fed him for a week. So that was kind of fun. We camped in the parking lot there, but not a lot of campgrounds out there.
Yeah.
No, but you need right nearby.
Beautiful state, though.
Yeah.
There are several out in the Berkshires, but
we got about 10 minutes. What else? What else is on the table there?
I never get tired of the Camco canvas tote bag. This is just one of my favorite things. I give it as a gift all the time too. Life is better at the campsite. I think we can all agree that's true. Yep. This is a super sturdy canvas bag with a great magnet metal clasp that always grabs. One of the things I love about it, though, is it's got a really nice plastic liner. It's not even plastic. It's like a vinyl fabric. It wouldn't tear. And it's got a zipper pocket. So if you throw your keys in here or your phone, you're not searching into the bottom of the bag trying to find it. It's really well made with very heavy straps that are reinforced. So you could throw a lot of stuff in this.
Huge.
You can haul all your stuff to the pool at the campground. Bring groceries home in this, cart all your stuff to the shower. It's just a bag I just use all the time and give as a gift all the time. So this is, and there's some new designs in this.
Does it come in different colors?
Yes, there's at least 8 designs now in all kinds of different colors. And Camco has started coming out with bags that might resemble your favorite team colors. Ooh. So if you follow a certain sports team, they might have a color that suits you. Ooh. Yeah. So this was on our list. We always give this away.
So I could find a Boston Red Sox one, huh?
You could probably find one.
Make my husband very happy.
So Bob,
her husband's from Connecticut. He's a New England guy.
Make who happy, Lisa?
Make my husband, who's a Red Sox diehard fan.
He's big Red Sox. Out in South Dakota, he's a Red Sox fan?
He's from Connecticut.
Oh, he's from Connecticut. Okay. Yeah, but that means he's from the half of Connecticut that likes the Red Sox and the other half likes the Yankees.
Oh, that explains something because I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
And
it's
not a good night in the household.
Wait a minute. I want to see how much I got to blow this up because I want to see your expression. I want to see how much of a Yankee fan you are. What did they announce? You can't help her, Janine.
Okay.
Just for you, Lisa. What did the Yankees announce today?
Oh,
I've been working all day.
I was going to say, how would she know she has not come up for air?
Right. All right, I'll give you another hint. what did the Yankees announce about Aaron Judge today?
He's retiring.
Thank you.
I'm guessing. I'm totally guessing. I have no idea.
Not even close, lady.
They signed him.
How much?
You still know. $360 million over 9 years. That's
Wow.
$40 million a year.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's
insane.
mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is.
You're all paying for that at the ticket door.
Yeah. When I go to Fenway Park and pay $10 for a hot dog, and
Well, and it's all worked into your cable bill, everybody.
21 for Jack Daniels.
Wow.
Okay, you can probably squeeze a couple more in.
Okay, this is a practical gift, but this is something I just got at the beginning of this year. So this is a handle for your camper. It's a towel bar, right? So this has suction cups on it, but this goes outside on your camper. I mount this to the outside of my camper. You got to wet it a little here and wet it a little here. Then you turn this clockwise as tight as it goes, and this thing does not come off. So when you come home from the pool, the shower, you shower inside, you got wet dish towels, you take this out and you hang this on the back of your camper, and it is so great. Because I always am walking around with wet towels, and where am I putting this?
Well,
your campsite looks so ugly when you have it draped on the picnic table.
Janine, you put it on the awning bar like everybody else.
But they'll bunch up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
So
have
who
my
make-
cocktail
who
lights
makes
and my
that?
party lights there.
Who makes it?
Camco, of course.
Campo?
There
Okay.
are people.
But see, it doesn't say it on the label, but another good thing that could be used for is to club somebody in the head if they try to enter your
Right.
place
Self-defense.
unauthorized at night.
If they come over and they've had too much Jack Daniels, yeah, I could see
It's a
it.
safety
I could
device.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
club them.
they make a double hook of the same thing. So this is what I did with this. I have an outside hose. So when I come home and your Crocs or your slippers, your flip-flops, your rubber shoes are dirty, rinse them off. And then this connects really tightly to the side of the camper. And then I just hang my shoes on there.
You could also hang like your kitchen
Dish towel.
spatulas and stuff
Well,
from
this could work inside too.
No, I mean outside. So you're outside at your grill.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got hooks
Yeah.
and stuff on them, and these would be great to be hanging.
Hey, Bob,
there.
why don't we take a run back out to the audience and see who's joined us?
We don't want
In your shower.
we don't
Inside
want
your
to,
shower.
let me go all the way to the end. I'd like to go to the end and work my way back. No such thing as too much Jack. Hey, Jim Roy's, he's got it down pat. No such thing as too much Jack Daniels. Walter says New Jersey introduced a new outside together outdoors recreation plan. Might be similar.
Oh, okay. I gotta look it up.
That sounds like a Chamber of Commerce or Visitors Bureau thing. I have the Camco. Look, Mary Lou Corey Parsons. She's new. Is she a girl camper?
She is. She's one of our favorites. And if you want to know anything about the Great Smoky Mountains, she's your girl.
Really? Okay.
She's written for the magazine too.
How about Teresa? Is she a girl camper? Mug Cake
Well,
Saros?
we have a lot of Teresa, so give us a last name.
Leopard. Leppert.
Yep, that's Risa. She's one of us too.
She's the Girl Camper Guide Manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what Kim put up this Amazon.com/shop/girl camper media. What was that?
Are these great team members or what?
Yeah.
I don't know. And
They are.
Kim will be at the Boston RV show also.
She sure will.
She's been out and about on her book signings, I've noticed. Mary Lou says, "Good evening from Southern Indiana. My grand
That's our
dog.
girl. Yep.
My grand dog would look adorable in that coat."
Oh.
Oh, Don House says number is not from NRVTA. Those are industry numbers. Okay, he's talking about the technicians.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Okay.
Teresa says, "I'd love to see the Micro Minimax in person. Need to find a dealer here in Iowa or nearby."
Connecticut is nearby, Teresa.
Yeah.
Connecticut's close to Iowa.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
maxes out by
But
now.
if you go to the little guy website, you can check for dealers in your zip code.
And
area.
they have a really good Facebook group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Isn't
Anita
that
Keeley, is Anita Keeley a girl camper too? She's a
She's brand new. She's actually
a brand
the
new girl. And
she's going to be the new South Dakota guide.
She's taking over for Lisa as the guide for South Dakota.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Going to Connecticut.
But congratulations and welcome. Wow.
Yeah.
Kim loves puzzles too. And Lisa DeFrank, so cute. I love it. I'm not sure at what point she posted though, so I saw.
She saw my picture.
That.
When
Okay,
she saw
so Kim says girlcamper.store. Is that the direct link to the store? Yeah.
Yes, that is the direct link to our store. Yep.
Zagami, if you did these in the right order, there wouldn't be a mystery.
Well, that's true. But I'll have to go. Jim Roy says, "Hi, Janine. Sorry I'm late."
Hi, Jim.
And I don't know this one.
Huge fan of Jim
About,
and his wife Marlene, but don't let that guy bartend.
Woo.
Just saying.
who's
Don't ask me how I know.
How about it?
Well, and
Billy
saw Billy
Everspecter?
from Wyoming on.
Yeah.
What day is it in Wyoming, Billy? Is it still December there?
It's still light out there. They're 2
Yeah.
hours behind us.
Oh, it's still dark. But Billy probably has quite a bit of snow on the ground.
And the other DePietro makes a cameo appearance. Hello, Michael. Mary Bullet Burns says, "Go Lisa." Must be another girl camper. The girls camper. The girls campers.
No, Mary Byrne.
Oh, Mary Burns.
Burns.
Mary's from Nebraska.
Mary
She's
Bullet
our
Burns.
Nebraska guide.
Mm-hmm.
Alaska?
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska.
It's close to
are
Alaska.
interviewing someone in Alaska.
Yeah, we did. We just had a request for someone from Alaska.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Mary is a Geo Pro owner. So we saw some great Geo Pros at the Boston show last year. That's what Mary owns.
Okay.
That's a
All right,
great unit.
Oops, sorry. Truck you out there. I'm gonna give you a chance for one more thing.
One more
gonna-
item.
We're gonna run out of time.
Oh.
You got some plates in the front,
what?
and you got a wicker basket, or
No, we have the magazine.
Have to say the magazine.
Don't
Oh,
forget
yeah,
Girl
exactly,
Camper
yeah.
magazine.
Yeah.
But this is a fun stocking stuffer. So Camco makes this cork board. So Lisa, it's interesting because Lisa has it too. Lisa Velcroed it to the wall in her camper and she puts tacks on it and uses it for notes, which never occurred to me.
And I never thought of how Janine uses hers.
I got this and I opened it up and I keep this next to my cook stove outside. And when I get the Dutch oven pan or the fry pan off the heat, I don't want to lay it on my tablecloth. So I keep that outside and I put my hot pans on it.
So
You
what's
probably
it
have
made?
to have
what's
to use
it
it that
made out
way.
of?
What's it? Flammable cork.
What is it made out of cork?
It's cork. Yeah, it's a cork board and it's real cute. It's got the vintage camper and some great graphics on it. And they also have these really fun little cork coasters, which I think make great grab bag gifts. So when this
look
time
at-
of year, I
look
feel
at-
like
you
people
take-
are always looking for a grab bag.
Or
Look
stocking
at
stuffer.
it's past DePietro's bedtime. He's yawning already. But you could take that.
It's past DePietro's Jack Daniels time.
No, he's not qualified to drink Jack Daniels. that cork camper, you can put some command strips on it, put it right up here on the wall, and use it with push pins for notes or your sticky notes, and have it right next to you at your desk.
Yep, that's what Lisa does.
Yeah.
See?
I use it in the kitchen.
Wow.
It's the difference of personalities.
She doesn't cook.
I don't cook.
All right, so hold up the magazine for another minute. I don't want to go by that, because that's one of the best things, and it's nationally recognized. I know you've won some awards with it. Absolutely incredible. 4 times a year. You folks, if you're not subscribing to it, go to girlcamper.com, go up to the top and click on magazine and subscribe. It's a girl camper magazine, but it's for everybody. It's, Janine tells me stories. Sometimes it gets to the house and husbands steal it before the wife gets a chance to see it. Right, Janine?
Yeah, well, my Uncle Bob always gets this before Aunt Betty, and the rule is whoever gets it out of the mailbox first gets first crack at it. So you want to start bringing the mail in about 3 weeks because it's getting shipped December 20th, the winter issue. So that should begin arriving in mailboxes first or second week in January.
And you're gonna bring some boxes of those up to the Boston show, right?
Absolutely, and really our winter cover. Kim can post a picture of our winter cover. It was one of my favorite covers ever. It's really pretty.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, ladies of the Girl Camper, we are pushed past the 8 o'clock. You are always welcome on RVing in New England, Janine.
Oh, we're always thrilled to spend time with you guys. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to pop in.
It's 6 weeks and so till we're all in Boston, right? 6-7 weeks. It's coming up fast.
Yeah,
coming quick.
Right. All right.
Yeah. So thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thanks. Listen, I'm going to play the commercial and then we'll close it out. We'll see you guys down the road. Thank you very much.
Very soon. Take care, guys.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Good night.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace and this is Stephanie. We're from Lee's Auto and RV, and today we wanted to show you the teardrop trailers and the conveniences that they offer with all of the things that make it so easy to camp in them.
Yeah, so if you stick around after this video, we're just going to showcase some of our favorite things as women who sometimes do travel alone. We'll show you some of our favorite things about these teardrop campers. So call or visit us and let us know if you have any questions. We are one of the biggest dealers for little guys in the area. We have 3 different sizes and we'd love to show them to you.
Come on down, guys.
This edition of RVing in New England was a presentation of the New England RV Dealers Association. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.